I hope your SEBI Grade IT Officer exam preparation is going well. So this tutorial is regarding the scope of the variable. If you look at the programming concept syllabus, there is one topic, scope of the variable. Simple topic. We'll try to discuss one question, and through that question, we'll try to understand the concept here. Okay. So you can see a question here. Consider the below C code. So code is given to us, and we need to find out what is the output of this particular code. Now see, this particular code is testing your the understanding of this particular concept. Okay. Now if we talk about the scope of the variable, there are two things. First thing is basically a global scope here. Second thing is basically a what? Local scope here, or we can say a block level scope also, right? Now what is global and what is local here? As name suggests, global. So here we are defining the variable globally. So if I say x, I'm defining a particular variable, let's say for example 5, right? So I'm defining this variable in the structure of the code here, right? This variable is not present inside any function here, right? And this variable is accessible throughout the program. It means what? The scope of this particular global variable is not limited. But when we talk about the local scope here, if any variable is defined inside any function here, right? If you see any function here, if I define any function and then I am defining one particular variable inside this particular function, that is basically a local variable here. So this particular variable is limited to this particular function block only. Okay. So if I say x equals to 2 here, right? So if I define a particular variable inside the function or inside a block of code, that is basically a what? Local variable, or we can say local scope of that particular variable. And whenever we are defining our variable inside the main code, it means it is visible throughout the program, right? I can use this particular variable anywhere in the program. Then we can say it's a global scope here. It's a global variable, you can see. Okay. And in the case of local scope, it is limited to the particular block of code, or we can say function here. Okay. Now, if you understand this particular concept, let's try to solve the question here. So here you can see x equals to 7. So here we have defined one variable having a data type integer x equals to 7, right? And this variable is not inside any particular function. So we can say it is basically a global variable. Okay. It is basically a global variable. And now you can see we have a function f here. And inside this particular function, we have this particular variable x equals to 20 now. Okay. Now when this variable is defined inside the function, so that is basically a what? Local variable here. Local variable. So whenever we are defining a local variable or any variable inside the function with the same name here of global variable, then we can say local variable x hides, or we can say shadows the global variable. So what we say about this particular global and local, when we define a same variable inside the function and outside the function as well. So we can say that local variable x here hides, or we can say shadows the global variable x here. Global variable x here, you can see. Local variable x hides or shadow the global variable x, but within the scope of this particular function, within the scope of this particular function f here. This is very, very important. The scope of this local variable is limited to this particular function only. Okay. I hope you understand this one. Now here we are printing this variable printf %d, right? So %d, and then here we have x. What are the value of x? That is what we are going to print here. Now what is the output of this particular print statement here? Printf here. So this x, right? What are the value of x here? Now this print function is inside this particular function. We can see here. It means what? The value of x will be a local variable within the scope of the local function here, right? So here we are going to print 20, and observe here we have a space. So 20 and space will be there like that. Okay. If I call this particular function, so this will give me 20 space as the output. Now here we have a main function here, right? So inside the main function, we are calling the function here. So once we call this particular function, it will give the output, that is basically 20 space. right? And then we are going to print f here percent dx. Now what is the value of x at this particular point of time? Now here we have not defined any x inside this particular main function here, right? So which value this particular x will take, this 20 or 7? Now as we discussed, the scope of this variable limited to this particular function only. Now here the value of x will be what? The global variable what we have declared, that is basically x equals to 7. So here the output of printf percent d comma x will be 7 here. So total output will be, so the output of this particular function will be 20, then we have a space, you can see space and then 7 like that. Okay, so this is the correct output for this particular code here. Okay, but I hope you understand the concept of this local variable and global variable. Simple concept. If any variable is defined inside the function or any block of code, that is basically a local variable. Otherwise, it is defined outside the function or outside any block of code such that it is visible throughout the code, or we can use that particular variable anywhere inside the code, that is basically a global variable. As simple as of name here, global and local. Okay, and this is very important. Local variable x hides, or we can say shadows, the global variable x within the scope of this particular function f here. Okay, you can expect simple question from this particular topic as well. Okay, for rest of the theoretical concept regarding the scope of the variable, right, that is basically dynamic scope or lexical scope. So you can just refer to my notes. I have discussed that thing in detail. Okay, so you can see my notes here for the programming concept, right? I have given detailed notes for the programming concept, you can see, right? And I have added the theoretical concept of this particular scope of the variable, you can see. So if I just simply click on the scope of variable, you can see definition, types of scope. We already discussed about the log scope or local scope, and then we have discussed about the global scope. You can see function, method scope or class scope as well, similar concept here. And then you can just refer to this particular notes. Whatever we have discussed, if you understand, that is good enough, but you can just refer to this particular note once. Okay, you can see we have given the comparison as well, static scope versus dynamic scope. Okay, and then important property, you can see variable shadowing. What is that? Shadowing occurs when a variable in the inner scope has the same name as a variable in the outer scope. This is what we have discussed in the case of function, right? So x hides the, or we can say shadows the global variable here, right? The inner variable hides the outer one. That is what the variable shadowing is. And you can see the example in C++ as well as Java. You can just refer to this particular notes. That's it. Okay, so I hope you understand what we have discussed in this particular video. Thank you.